Hello everyone, FonderAxe03 here, and I was just about to enjoy some good old Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Online. Oh good god, Nintendo Switch Online is so god-awful. God, I can't believe I put up with this crap for 2 god-awful years. Oh my god. And if I say god one more time, I'm probably going to hell. Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm not in hell. I'm inside Nintendo Switch Online. Yeah, that's weird. I think I'd rather be in hell. Well, I guess I might as well file some personal complaints while I'm here. I always keep a list of them on me at all times. Ooh, a feedback bin! You know, I probably should have expected that. So it's a good thing I also keep a copy of my Nintendo Switch Online complaints on me at all times as well. And if they're not going to read them, then I'll just do it for them. Chapter 1. Nintendo Switch Online has been a very rocky experience to say the least. Prior to its release, people were free to play their Nintendo Switch games online without paying Nintendo a single cent. Except they still had to buy the console. And the games. But besides that, NSO was free and it was great. Mostly because it was free. Yeah, the service wasn't perfect. People would experience connection problems on it more often than they would on the Wii U, which was kind of embarrassing. But we were willing to forgive Nintendo because they had promised us a full, paid online service to come the following year. And if you have to pay to get something from Nintendo, it's gonna be high quality, right? Right? Well, it's been 2 years, and oh my god. Hey, it was pre-written, doesn't count. Oh, where do I begin? How about the connection issues? Surely those were fixed. Ha! Yeah, Nintendo never made their own servers for online games. Instead, the Switch itself is the server and it relies solely on your internet. This is called a peer-to-peer connection, which often works best for games where you're playing with a small number of people, i.e. fighting games. But for competitive games where you're playing against people from the other side of the world, yeah, it doesn't work so well. A peer-to-peer connection just isn't as stable as being connected to a central server. Again, it's completely reliant on the internet strength of the individual users. So if you or the person you're playing with has a crappy internet connection, then you're gonna get games like this. But that's not even the worst part of it. No, what's so disgusting about this system is the fact that Nintendo is making us pay for it. When companies charge people to play online, it's because they have to maintain a massive server that allows everyone to play together somewhat smoothly. But Nintendo doesn't have a massive server. Instead, they're charging us to use our own internet as a server, which, well, last I checked, they weren't tinkering away at. So basically, it doesn't cost Nintendo a dime to maintain their online service. They don't need our money, they just want it. And the sad thing is, they're gonna get it, because we really want to play Splatoon 2. Well, if Nintendo is gonna make us pay to use our own internet, they might as well make us a clean and easy way to play with our friends, right? Right? Oh man, what's it doing? Oh, I think it's taking a dump. Oh, that's disgusting. Meet the Nintendo Switch Online app, which allows you to talk to your friends. In order to get this app, you have to download it onto your phone, which is a device that allows you to talk to your friends. Yeah, you see, the nice thing about Xbox Live and PlayStation Plus party systems is that you don't have to look away from your screen to use them. Meanwhile, Nintendo has had this fetish of making us look away from our TV ever since the Wii U launched in 2012, and I think it needs to stop. If Nintendo is gonna make us use our phones for voice chat, fine. Just download Discord. Trust me, it's way better than this literal piece of crap that's starting to smell. Oh man, it's awful. So the online is the same as before and the voice chat reeks. What else does NSO have to offer? Cloud save data? Oh, I can't wait to back up my Splatoon 2 profile. I'd hate to lose my 200 hours of progress. What? It's not supported? Oh, I see how it is. Oh, but don't worry, Super Mario Odyssey is backed up. You know, the game I already beat. And the only reason why I'd ever go back to it is so I can replay it, which would involve me deleting my original save file. It's a good feature, Nintendo. Okay, this service isn't looking too great. Weren't they gonna give away some sort of a special offer or something like, a rug for Animal Crossing? A rug. It's just a rug. Oh man, this service, it sucks. The only reason why I'm paying for it at this point is because I'm contractually obligated to play Splatoon 2. It's written on my birth certificate. Oh, there has to be something that gives this service value. Other than the, online thing. But what is it? Oh! Yeah, Nintendo packed a bunch of NES games into the service, and you can even play some of them online with other people. Oh, that's so cool. And a year after NSO launched, Nintendo added Super Nintendo games to the service, which, better late than never, I guess. This is the definitive way to play these games on the go. You don't even need an internet connection to play them. Thank God. Hey, I was thanking you. Yeah, I don't know, it just always seemed very Nintendo of Nintendo to require an internet connection to play these. But instead, Nintendo had a different catch to throw at us, that being the release schedule of these games. Yeah, Nintendo has been trickling in NES games every month or so, and SNES games come once in a blue moon. And the games they give us are always really weird. Like, you'd think by now we'd get Earthbound for the SNES, but instead we got Wild Guns. And the number of these games that we have on the Switch is laughable compared to the 100 plus that were on the Wii's Virtual Console. What's taking Nintendo so long to bring these over? Well, I don't know how to answer that, so instead I'm just gonna list off some NES and SNES games that I want on Switch. I found a cat, by the way. Mega Man 2, Final Fantasy, and Castlevania. If you can get them on the NES Classic Edition, you can get them on the Switch, Nintendo. Earthbound should have been in the SNES library day one, and so should have Donkey Kong Country, but hey, better late than never. Now, where are the other two games? SimCity, Gradius 3, Castlevania 4, and Mario RPG, please, as well as Chrono Trigger, Secret of Mana, and Final Fantasy 4, 5, and 6. The Super Nintendo had some great RPGs that are way overpriced now, and I'd love to play them on Switch. Also add Super Bomberman 1 and 2 for good measure. They were both 4-player games, which aren't that easy to play on original hardware nowadays, so just throw them on the Switch, please. That being said, we do have some decent titles on the service, such as Starfox 2 and literally every Mario game imaginable. I think what we have now can sort of justify paying the annual $20 fee. Wait, I see what's going on here. Nintendo is using their beloved classic games to distract us from their crappy online service. Ha! Luckily they didn't account for the fact that no matter how much I stare at that Donkey Kong Country title screen, I can still smell the putrid emptiness of the online play invites tab. Yeah, did anyone else forget this thing existed? Nintendo added it in a software update a while back, but they have yet to use it in any of their first-party games. Instead, their games have their own separate systems for putting players into rooms and lobbies, which is fine, I guess. It can be a little frustrating for games like Splatoon 2, where the only way you and your friend can play with other people is to have one person join a lobby and the other tag along and pray that the slots don't fill up. And even then, you're not always guaranteed to be put on the same team as your friend, which really sucks. It would be so much easier if Nintendo had a, party system, like the ones Xbox Live and PlayStation Plus have, and even some Minecraft servers of all things. You'd think a billion-dollar company like Nintendo could put one together, but nope. You see, Nintendo has to be the oddball company. They gotta do everything differently, which works for games, but not for an online service. Okay, I was about to wrap up, but now you forced me to ramble. Nintendo Switch Online is not an online service. It's an NES and SNES subscription service. That's really all you're paying for, and with how crazy retro game prices are nowadays, it's actually a pretty good deal. But other than that, this service sucks, man. Well, I think it's about time I get out of here. If only I can find the exit. Ah! The mountain of connectivity, where your connection ascends with your elevation. My room must be somewhere up there, and of course being inside NSO, we're at the bottom of the mountain. I guess I better start climbing. I made it. 5G's high. I don't know how to measure that. Wait, where's my room? The only thing up here is Discord. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, there's my room. It's on the side of the mountain because I'm poor. Well, at least it'll be easy to get down. Oh, God, that hurt. Oh, dang it! Still better than Nintendo Switch Online.